Welcome to my channel. You can call me your host. Today's video is going to be a horror story. The prompt is my dead friend sent me a birthday gift, so let's begin. The birthday cake sat on the table in front of me, growing colder by the second. No one had come for my surprise party yet, but I was too distracted to care. The thought that kept creeping into my mind was on something you could just brush away with a slice of cake. It was too real, too vivid. How could I have been so stupid? I wish I had listened to what my gut was trying to tell me all those years ago. Maybe I would be celebrating a different kind of birthday right now, a birthday in heaven, not behind closed doors in my house. I took a deep breath, trying to calm myself down. Why did he have to do this today of all days? My dead friend had sent me a birthday gift, or rather his corpse had. I picked up my phone and stared at the text message he had sent me. The message simply read, "Happy birthday." But that wasn't the terrifying part. What scared me was that it came from his number, the same number I had buried 6 years ago. It hadn't been used since then. His family had even confirmed this when they were searching for him after he disappeared. That was the day we found his body. We never imagined he would send me a text message from beyond the grave. I tried calling him back, but the call didn't go through. Instead, I received another message that read, "Do you want to meet me?" Then another, "Are you listening?" I was speechless. He was a ghost who could use a cell phone. It seemed impossible, but there was no other explanation. It had to be him. Even if I didn't believe in ghosts, I knew that. Phone was his. I still remembered the day he bought it. We were 17 at the time and had gone out to buy new phones together. He wanted something cheap and reliable, and that's when he came across an ad online. It was the perfect deal. The seller was giving away an old iPhone for free. All they asked in return was that someone pick it up from their apartment. And since no one else wanted to go, my friend went alone. The guy at the apartment handed him the phone and told him that it had some problems, which turned out to mean it was completely broken. But my friend didn't care. The little tinkering, he fixed it up, and it looked like new. He was so happy with himself. And then he put it to good use. He started texting girls and flirting with them. He loved having something new to brag about. That was my friend. He always needed something new to fill the void inside of him. So now here he was sending me messages from the afterlife. I felt my fear turn into anger. What did he want? Why did he have to do this on my birthday? I didn't reply to any of his messages. What was there to say anyway? I picked up my glass of water and drank it down slowly. I was debating whether I should leave the house or not. If anyone had shown up, I would have lost my nerve. There was no way I was staying in that house alone after dark, so I decided to wait until morning. Maybe then I would feel better and could think more clearly. As the minutes ticked by, I got more and more nervous. Then I heard a knock at the door. I froze. Was it him? What if he wanted to hurt me? What if he was looking for revenge? I started thinking of all the times he had tormented me in life. It suddenly all made sense. Of course, he was dead, so how could he possibly get back at me? But then I thought of his last message. Are you listening? Did he want to speak to me? No. To make things right between us? Right. Before I knew it, I was walking toward the door. I hesitantly reached out and opened it. Only the hallway and the closed door behind me separated me from the rest of the house. When I turned around, I saw that the cake had vanished. I screamed and slammed the door behind me. I ran to my room and locked myself in. Fear paralyzed me. I leaned against the door and slid down to the floor. What had happened? Who was out there? Was I going crazy? Then I heard footsteps approaching my room. Someone was walking toward me. Whoever it was, they weren't making a sound. I pressed myself against the door, hoping I wouldn't be seen. They knocked on the door, but it wasn't a sharp rap. It sounded more like a gentle tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap. The knocking stopped and I held my breath. Had they gone away? Then I heard his voice. I froze. He was outside the door. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. I wanted to, but I couldn't. He continued talking. Do you want to play a game with me? I know you still have that bear with you, don't you? Give it to me. I knew exactly which bear he meant. It was an old teddy bear that I had since I was a kid. He had tormented me for years with it. Whenever I wasn't looking, he would take the bear and throw it in the toilet. He would also rip its limbs off or burn its fur. I hated him for that. After he disappeared, I kept the bear because it reminded me of him. I had even put it on top of my fridge, the one place he couldn't get to. But why did he want the bear now? His voice grew louder. Give me the bear. Please, please give me the bear. He sounded desperate. As if he were begging me, I finally found my voice and said, "No." He screamed, "Why not?" I yelled back, "Because I hate you." He replied, "Good. Then I'll take it with you." Then he started banging on the door as hard as he could. The doorknob started to turn. "No, no, no," I cried. He was opening the door. I put my hands over my eyes and waited for him to come in. But he didn't. Instead, I heard him keep knocking on the door while he shouted, "Open up. Let me in, please. Please open up." I could hear the desperation in his voice. It sounded like he were close to tears. He kept yelling at me, begging me to open the door, but I didn't move. I stayed on the floor with my hands over my eyes until the knocking stopped. I took a deep breath. When I opened my eyes, the door was still closed, but I knew it wouldn't stay that way for long. He would come back. I could feel it. I searched for a weapon, anything I could use to defend myself, but there was nothing. I climbed onto my bed and pulled the covers over myself. I was shivering. My teeth chattered. Then I heard a crash. Something had fallen over in my living room. I tried to scream, but all that came out was a squeak. I huddled in a corner of the bed, burying my head under the covers. I closed my eyes and waited for him to find me. When my eyes were squeezed shut, I felt something brush against my neck. It was ice cold. A shiver went down my spine. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. Then I felt it again, but this time it was on my lips. Something was kissing me. It was his lips. I recognized that smell. No one else smelled like him. I threw the covers off me and sat up in bed. The room was empty. On my bedside table lay the teddy bear. It had been ripped to pieces. I've told this story to the police, but they didn't believe me. Apparently, ghosts aren't a valid suspect in a missing persons case. I haven't slept since. I'm too afraid. Every night I hear him whispering my name, begging me to let him in. I know he won't stop until I give him what he wants, until he finds the bear. I've searched everywhere for it, but it's nowhere to be found. I have no idea where he could have hidden it. I'm scared he'll find me before I find the bear. That would be the end of me. I only hope that one day I can make him rest in peace. That was the end of the story. Is there anything scary you have ever experienced yourself? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to support me, you can check out the links in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and see you next time.